and I'm drowning in devotion. I'm lost, can't find a new emotion that's ever enough. And I can't deny it's real, 'cause there's no deeper
start. I don't know where to go. I'm told I'll reap all of what I sow. These mistakes have no one else to blame. Said I could feel it when you left me here, left me here. Our emotions are one and the same. So come on over, we can persevere, persevere. So come on over, we can persevere. Said I could feel it when you left. Said I could feel it when you I'm torn apart, believing you are scarred. Some of the darker days could only go so far. I've been worrying about what you're thinking of. Said I could feel it when you left me here, left me here. But I will learn a better way to love. So come on over, we can persevere, persevere. Said I could feel it when you left me here. Said I could feel it when you left. Said I could feel it when you back to start.
Tryna rock that body, still wear those sneaks. You here every week, you're the DJ for me. Tryna rock that body, still wear those sneaks. Baby girl, I'm savage. Baby girl, I'm active. And what I sip is active. This, that's dancing. That's the way that you're dancing. Hips doing that damage. Don't wanna see no landish. And I know you speak Spanish. Baby girl, I'm savage. Baby girl, I'm savage. Baby girl, I'm savage. Baby girl, I'm savage. Baby girl, I'm savage.
Party.
people from the front to the back.
Party.
To the back. Party.
ス&スルール X
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream to VGL Blitz powered by Elgato Gaming. My name is Blueberries. I'm really excited to have you guys here for this stream. We are now in North America. Last week we had our European stream where Xcoundrel did host this one. Now I am back. I'm very happy here to host it, and the casters did stay. No one else than Forecourt Jester and Dulce. Gentlemen, Forecourt, how's it going?
Yeah, it's, I lament the fact that we lost Xcoundrel, but we gained a Blueberries, so positive net gain. Plus, we're in NA, so we're going to have some really fantastic matches, not that snooze fest 2-0 stuff that we saw last week, Dowsy.
All right. There we go. What a start. Dulce, our freshman from the UK, had a windy day, but I'm glad you're here. How's it going?
Oh, a second ago I was told that I was fired by you, so I'm glad to hear that I'm welcome back again. It has been a fairly windy experience. We've got Storm Doris rocking Europe right now, and normally storms in the UK are a trivial thing. People post pictures of their wheelie bins being knocked over, but this time...
No.
Yeah, I know. Garden chairs as well, forecourt. Garden chairs as well being knocked over. But this time,
Anarchy.
I was unfortunately on the receiving end of a nationwide halt in travel, and so got stranded. But we're here. We're back. We're good.
Here. We're
Some
here.
Vainglory action coming up.
Exactly. We got the first featured match ready, but before I'm talking about the matchup, or we're jumping into that one, quick introduction. What is it all about? I mean, we had it last week. Maybe you've missed the stream. It's a $1,000 tournament here in North America about Blitz. You're like, what? Blitz? Crazy. That's a casual game mode. Yes, it is. But VGL is doing a nice little tournament here in cooperation with Elgato Gaming, where we have a nice giveaway. I will actually show you the giveaway right now. So we have some nice custom printed Elgato HD 60 S cards. They are really good if you want to stream Vainglory, if you want to create content, or just want to have a super cool looking Elgato card and put it somewhere and just look at it. You can participate in the giveaway right now. It's open since probably half an hour. VaingloryLeague.com/blitz-giveaway. On top of that, we're giving away 10,000 eyes, so make sure to check that one out. And that brings us to the featured matches for the night. We got the party ready. The lobby One Piece 101 versus Lethal Instinct here at 6 p.m. PST, and then followed by Dino Smite versus Noble Pro. NRG just entered the fold here. The esports organization is facing Ardent Esports. I'm very excited for that match. Two very well-known names here at 7 p.m. and Rebels versus Z Fighters. Those are the four featured matches, ladies and gentlemen, and we will have, of course, today just the round of 64, and then the day after, which means tomorrow, the Friday, we will have the round of 32 and the round of 16, and then we will play the playoffs on Saturday, and I'm really excited for that one. We will have 4 featured matches per day, but on Saturday we feature 6 out of 8 matches. We are in the party. I think everyone is ready, so I don't want to talk for too long. There is one important rule. We're playing a best of 3, and if your team picked a hero, the hero cannot be picked again by your team. This is the one rule which is very important. And last weekend we had the finals and semi-finals, which were best of 5s. It went into a 5th game, so we see, and we might see, all of the heroes, almost all of the heroes, and I think this is a very, very interesting rule here. So we are into the draft right now, so let's jump into that one here with Forecourt Jester and Dulce.
Thank you very much, Blueberries. It's great to be back with some more Vainglory action, and you can see we've got a blind pick going on. So the teams don't know what each other are picking, which adds to the fun, I guess, of Blitz here for Court. And in fact, last week when we had the European tournament, every single hero was picked. Throughout the tournament, we had everyone picked at least once, so I'm looking forward to hopefully having that again with NA.
We definitely saw some repeat picks, though, coming through, and you got to kind of pace yourself a little bit, especially for game number 1. Do you go with your strongest comp? Do you try to reserve that for like a game 2, a game 3, just try to seal the deal? Maybe you throw away something, maybe you test the waters. So going forward, there was definitely some big repeat picks. Kroll was amongst them. But I want to say that he wasn't actually very useful, at least when it came to the team fights. His stun was great, and the pressure he was able to put on the jungle was pretty top-notch. But overall, he just doesn't really seem to bring the fire in the EU part of things.
Sure, it was a hit-or-miss type hero when it came to it. We saw people using it to try and control neutral objectives. However, sometimes the team wouldn't necessarily actually use it to control and take the neutral objectives, often being built with a Storm Crown first item just so that they can immediately look to try and take away that gold mine by themselves. Does look like Monkey D. Luffy has a different strategy and plan, is going towards a more weapon power centric build. So we'll have to see how that does play out. But there is comps are there. Ardent, Scarf, and Cruel versus the Finn, Ringo, and Samuel. And Samuel was one of the massive underperformers in our EU tournament.
Yeah, the Ardent was definitely out and amongst the place, but Catherine, I think, went home with something like a 30% win rate by the end of it all. So keep your eyes out for some of these big power picks, as we had that anchor just going wide a little bit. Before we get too much farther into this one, though, I do have to say, it's Monkey D. Luffy. That's the only way you're ever going to say this, Dowsey.
Luffy, and does look like the monkey is in trouble. In fact, look at him running away. Is able to get away from that Hellfire Brew, and it looks like they might just be able to turn it around here. One Piece going on in, and that's First Blood going over. A second here for One Piece as well. Exclusive will be just about able to stay safe under his turret. Can use that Drifting Dark and the Malice and Verdicts to do some damage. But currently, the 2-0 start for One Piece, and Selena Gomez looking to come around the back, do some deeps as Monkey D. Luffy starts up this gold miner. Exclusive trying to contest, but mistiming his abilities, and actually now he's in trouble. He's going to go down, smited by Luffy, and they're just going to walk away. 6-0 in just 1 minute 40. Pretty impressive stuff by One Piece.
So you can already see some of the power picks coming through. This Arden, for example, here at Poli, he is going to go straight into that captain role. It's not really like a big damage, but he is very survivable. He is there with the fountain, with the crucible, and that played a heck of a role to get those reverse kills. That's how we got into that 6-0. We saw blood in the water. That scarf from Selena Gomez was definitely like literally on fire at that point, but One Piece was able to salvage it, get the kills, and now they're turning it back around. 2v3 though, and the anchor goes through.
Yeah, that's a huge forced accord, but can they turn it around is the question. Can they capitalize off it here? Doesn't look likely, as One Piece just going to walk on out as if nothing ever happened. And here comes Monkey to come in and just cause the chaos. Gauntlet forces the fight, and now they can just cut through these health bars. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Here comes Luffy, and he's going to find himself one and a double kill here for the Scar. Selena Gomez is truly impressive. 9-0 already, and let's just clarify Blitz rules. It's first to 15 or higher score at that 5-minute mark, and there's only 2 minutes left in this game mode.
Yeah, Tyler's going to come down because 12-0. It doesn't even really matter at the timer at this point. If Monkey D. Luffy takes home this Crystal Miner, that's game, and they might even get a shutout with it. Monkey D. Luffy just doesn't go down, ladies and gentlemen. Going with the weapon-centric, I feel, gave him so much more oomph to it. You don't need those Storm Crowns into this. Yeah, I get it. You know, it's extra damage against the minions up against that jungle. You got yourself some of that true damage, but sometimes it's hard to say no to a good old-fashioned Tornado Trigger Sword Blade combo.
And I think that's what we were missing from a European tournament last week, is that whenever we saw a crew, it was entirely more utility focused, in the sense that they were going very defensive with their items and building that Storm Crown to try and take neutral objectives. Here, we see Monkey D. Luffy just come straight on in with the crew and just be an entirely new threat to the lineup of Lethal Instinct, sorry. So it is... I like it so much more, just because it seemed to work out a lot better for them. Blueberries, you were watching that one. Any thoughts from it?
Well, yeah, it was a pretty quick start here for One Piece 101 with a super clean start. I'm really excited to see if Lethal Instinct can come back here in this game. We're swapping the teams. We're going straight into the draft. I mean, it's a very fast game mode, so we don't want to keep you guys here waiting for much longer. You know, it seems like One Piece 101 here with Selena Gomez, they also have Lost Boy Tough actually on their team, so he is not playing right now, but I think the team looks very strong across the board. Probably it's going to be a 2-0, but I don't know. Do you see any chances here for a third game forecourt?
It comes down to, was that the strongest comp here from Lethal Instinct? We see a lot of Finn going forward and Ringo, as we did mention from Dowsy, right? This Samuel, little less of a power pick, but now with the Finn out and that Ringo gone, I would say Lethal Instinct, if they don't bring out an Ardent, they might actually go down 2-0.
All right.
We'll have to...
That being said, yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, no, we'll have to see where they do go with this, as we're into draft here. And let's just clarify that rule that you mentioned earlier, Blueberries. In a series, a team cannot pick the same hero twice. So for One Piece, they can no longer pick Ardent, Cruel, and Scarf for this series. And for Lethal Instinct, they can no longer pick Finn, Ringo, and Samuel. So entirely new picks for these guys. And in a best of 3, it means that you have to play a total of 9 unique heroes. Maths is not my strong point at this late hour. In a best of 5, however, you have to pick a minimum of 15 unique heroes. So it makes things very interesting, and you can see already new compositions coming out for both these teams. Lethal Instinct on the blue side going to have that Lance, Taka, and Scarf, whereas for One Piece, an Adagio, Glaive, and Kestrel.
Any last words there, Blueberries, or should we just jump right on in?
Well, gentlemen, you can just jump right into this game. The battle has begun on the Halcyon Fold. We are here in the second game, so enjoy it. Have fun.
All right, one shot to come out since we have a Kestrel on deck here, Dowsy. Kestrel definitely something of a varied pick. A lot of crystal, a lot of weapon from both sides. I want to say overall we saw some pretty good performances out of EU with her, but we have a very big blow-up comp here, especially with this Crystal Glaive weapon Kestrel combo. You're going to see Adagio there really focusing on Polly really focusing there on Selena, but Monkey with the burst.
Yeah, we'll have to see what can be changed up here. As look at this, so much damage coming out of that Scarf, but he gets knocked completely out of position. Huge afterburn coming out of Monkey D. Luffy, and he's going in for more. First blood once more. It goes One Piece's way, but it may not be over yet, as it does look like Lethal Instinct wanting to turn things around. They find a kill, but it's not enough. A double comes out for Selena Gomez. A weapon power Kestrel. Not so much success in Europe, but maybe these North Americans can change that up, as once more, Afterburn knocks Scarfy Poo into the wrong place. And already we're at 7-0. What a crazy start for One Piece.
Now, I could be wrong, but it didn't look like that Spitfire actually cast. Like, we threw down the goop right under Polly, and then there was no Spitfire. I mean, Polly basically turned around and said, okay, let's do this. And then there was just no fire follow-up. So that was a free point just going straight over here to One Piece. They're rocking at 7-0. And a big thing for that fight is Monkey D. Luffy went right through the jungle, right? Came up to lane. He was level 11 up against level 9s. Like, that is some pretty significant burst. And now he has an Aftershock on top of that Storm Crown. So, as I said, Monkey D, he can come in, he can burst down, but look for Selena and Polly to get a lot of that damage done with a buffed up Kestrel.
Yeah, and currently they're going in onto Tyler here, who just gets destroyed off of the fold, and it's not looking good for Legit Gaming either. He's doing his best to knock everyone back. The Crystal Miner getting knocked around in this fight as well, as Exclusive tries to get onto this Kestrel, but not gonna happen. Another 3 kills go over to One Piece. They're going to take that Crystal Miner for an extra 3 points. Now they only need 2 more to take the series, win their first matchup here in this Blitz tournament, and they're just going to go for this gold miner.
Yeah, it's pretty free and clear at this point. Throwing out the Spitfire on top of Selena, it's just not going to happen. So, as I said, you throw down the buffs there on top of Selena. She already had all those crits. We absolutely melted the back line. And that's the big thing here from Lethal Instinct. They never really had a really good front line. Taka's supposed to be out and about, quick, invisible. The Lance by himself is not going to get it done. He had a little bit of armor, and he did come down with those captain items. But overall, it was just child's play, it seemed like, from One Piece.
Yeah, they had a plan in mind, and they executed it. Consistently taking fights where Lethal Instinct almost looked lost for sorts there. Blueberries, what a decisive win for One Piece.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a very, very quick first start here into round number 1, gentlemen. But of course, congratulations to One Piece going into round of 32, which will be played tomorrow. So today we will have just a round of 64 for the teams. And I would like, actually, since we have a little bit of time before we go into the break, show you guys the brackets. You can also go to vaingloryleague.com, click on tournaments, Blitz NA, and then you scroll down and you can see all the brackets and teams, match times, prize pool, rules, everything there at one page. So let's take a look. We have here group number A. They are going to play at 6 p.m. PDT, so most of the matches should have been finished by now. They will then continue and be updated tomorrow here, so we are going to see this. We have group B, of course, also some known teams here. You will recognize them, and they are going to start in 13 minutes from now, which means we have a little bit of time to go on a break after we showed you the group number C. They will play at 7 p.m. PST, the first round here, the round of 64, and group number D, they're going to play at 7:30. So this brings us to a short break. First of all, of course, advice, go to vaingloryleague.com for the Blitz giveaway. This is going to be a very nice one. There is a picture on our timeline how this custom printed Elgato HD60S looks like. So you might go to the Twitter at vaingloryleague, check it out. And yeah, Europe, we already gave away 3 of them. We got 3 more for North America. Go and secure yours. We'll go on a short break, around about 10 minutes, and then we will be back with the next matchup, so don't go anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to VGL Blitz North America, and we are here for group number B. It is with the next time slot. We have a good matchup coming up here. It is Dino Smite versus Noble Pro. Noble Pro, I could tell from the names. I remember some of them, especially Yazaro 3 from other tournaments back then in the past, and skill tier pretty high in that matchup. So I'm really excited for that one. I don't want to keep you guys, you know, here in this hosting scene for too long. As said again, it is fast tournament here, fast matches, blitz, 5 minutes max. And yeah, we got this game ready. We got this game going on, and forecourt Jester and no one else than Dowsey are going to jump into this draft and talk a little bit about the compositions. Have fun, gentlemen.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it once more, Tomek, or Blueberries, as we're calling you for this. Yeah, it's Blitz here at forecourt, which means that the game modes are under 5 minutes. Everyone spawns with 6,000 gold at level 9, so we get straight into the action.
I almost thought he was going to say it's forecourt Jester and nobody else, but he kind of saved it a little bit there, Dowsey. No, not to throw any dirt down or anything else like that. But yeah, coming back into this, Noble Pro, definitely a new roster, but some names that we've seen in the past, Derek, Yazaru, and Chrissy all have previous competitive experience. Can't really say really about their opponents, kind of new names, but tournaments like this is where you can discover some new blood.
Absolutely, and it's a lot of fun as well. We've got a blind draft going on, which means that things are very exciting, and a special rule, which is that you cannot pick the same hero twice in a series, which forces teams to have major diversity so that we can see everyone. And some surprising picks overwhelming the EU tournament last week, and I'm really excited to see what extra we get from the NA tournament, as the metas are slightly different.
Yeah, just a bit. Already we're seeing some, well, we're starting to make the unique picks. The first games always have a little bit more on their plate, but with a Jewel here on the side of Noble Pro, we have a Rona on the flip side there from Dino Smite as well. Already a little bit of a scuffle. Some damage has gone down both sides, but the big thing for me is that Derok is actually going to be rocking into that Stormcrown.
And look at this, the fight just goes completely in the favor of Dino Smite's way. Gauntlet gets placed down, TNT tanking this one up, and Shadows wants to dive deeper. Another Hellfire's Brew going to fly on out. The first one obviously used by Colby Man, but a first kill goes in favor of Dino Smite, and now they're just trying to escape this big scary glaive.
For now, though, the only kill out of that is going to be here sitting for Dino Smite. So Shadows is going to go all the way home. That Rona in the dive nearly got 2, but ultimately only did just get 1. A little bit of lifesteal to come in for her. She has herself some attack speed and some armor. That's a big thing, especially for these turrets. If you want to go diving for these kills, you're going to need that damage reduction to survive through it. And with the big red button, coming back up, Chrissy is Blue Jewel. Didn't exactly see a lot of success last week.
No, it was the weapon power jewels that were really dominating the competition, but doesn't necessarily mean it won't work. And this is the perfect time for a crystal power jewel in these tight corridors, and the big red button going straight onto Colby Man. Possibly a missed target. They could have gone for this Ardent, but they will secure him nonetheless. A double kill comes in for the team, and Colby Man looking worse for wear under this turret, trying his best to try and escape the incoming barrage. Derek looking to get into afterburn range, but they don't need to take the kill. They got that turret worth 3 points, and now they're 5-1.
Yeah, it's worth just a little bit more. And some fantastic timing there from Chrissy. It just Goomba stomps on top of that tree and picks that up. It's not really worth anything except some health and some gold, some experience into her pocket there as well. And that's going to be the Shatter Glass for Chrissy. We also have a few infusions out. Infusions in Blitz, guys. Probably the best investment that you're going to make. They last a heck of a long time. And in a match that's 5 minutes long, that's a pretty big percentage of activated time.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so worth going for. A lot of teams generally invest in it once they hit level 10, as they want to have the highest level infusion as possible. But it doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. Look at the damage going through. But more importantly, how is Colby Man still alive? Derek trying to change that fact, and he will be able to. TNT going to fall as well. Just leaves Shadows left alone, and there's nothing he can do against Chrissy's Jewel. A double kill, 8-1. Chrissy going to push the lane whilst this Ringo and Glaive wave, takes the gold miner. A potential of 6 points on the table here for Noble Pro.
Yeah, Chrissy was just a little bit too energetic, got ahead of the minion wave, and they're not going to be able to pick up that turret. Not yet. She will try to pick up, yep, and she will get the health there from the train just to stay a bit healthier. But the gold miner down and dead. A little bit more cash in the pocket here from everyone there as well. And again, infusions are your best friends. This is something new from Noble Pro that we didn't really get to see either. Darok there has actually gone into the captain items, now going into that burst from there. We've never really seen that off captain slot here in these matches.
Yeah, no, it's very interesting. Either it's one or the other you usually find out. And another fight being engaged. Noble Pro just going to blow everyone up. Chrissy just about survives as well. The usage of the Fountain and Crucible to keep that jewel alive. And that's going to be 3 more kills. And now they just need to take out one more objective. Crystal Miner, Darok starting it up. The rest of the team embracing, essentially, can I get the gold miner first? Can I get the crystal miner first? Or can I get a kill? And for Chrissy, he's just going to be shut down. Noble Pro possibly could have taken it a little bit more seriously, but with only 40 seconds left, it doesn't seem likely that Dino Smite will get back into this one. In fact, they're just going to go on to Shadows, try and focus down this Rona, who's just life-stealing with that Serpent's Mask. So Noble Pro may be being a little bit unserious here, but 20 seconds is not long.
Yeah, 11 points to make up in 20 seconds, and they got really nothing already started. Hero kill doesn't even matter. Chrissy's going to pick that one up from downtown with the big blue button, but they pick up the kill nonetheless. The Crystal Ringo coming out here from Dino Smite. Like, the damage was there, but because it's not like on-demand damage, right? If you are going to be throwing out the crystal, a lot of it's going to be that burning, which can be blocked, right? We never really saw a kill from the Hellfire Brews, and I just don't really like the Crystal Ringo in general here for Blitz.
Ringo was an interesting hero when we saw him in EU. You may remember Blueberry, that we saw a lot of Ringo in EU, but not necessarily a high win rate out of the champion. It was kind of 50-50 more than anything, and it felt like that Ringo wasn't actually a influential hero. It was the heroes picked around Ringo that really won teams the game.
Yeah, I totally agree. Especially, you know, Crystal Ringo is kind of a risky thing because you try to, you know, get that ultimate up and, you know, try to deal a lot of splash damage. Whereas, you know, the weapon power Ringo here from Yazaru tend to work out a little bit more with a high crit chance and, you know, the more damage over time build, what I personally like. But yeah, that's the first game. So, gentlemen, what does Dino Smite need to do here to force Noble Pro into a third game?
Well, it's going to come down to what they can actually afford to pick in game number 2. I mean, we threw out the Rona, right? Didn't really hit the mark on that one, but she's out. You can't go into the Ringo or the Ardent. And if you can't have yourself an Ardent, I hope that they don't go into the Catherine. It just has not proven itself to be a very good, you know, pillar of support on that one. But a Finn, I think, could go a long way, especially if you're going to be rattled with how many deaths you had. If you have a nice, solid defensive option like a Finn, maybe craft something around that.
If you're looking at just purely win rate, which doesn't necessarily mean anything, because the statistics that I'm throwing at your faces are purely from our featured stream. Plenty more games were played last week in the European tournament that we didn't witness, and a lot more statistics would actually give a better indication of what heroes are better. But Koshka, Alpha, and Rhyme, if you want a huge, like, strong win rate team, doesn't necessarily work as there's no hero-like champion, so hero. So maybe you pick up a captain-like hero. So maybe you pick up an Adagio rather than an Alpha or Rhyme. And that would be more favorable because then you have all roles covered. But we'll have to see. Dino Smite, they have their work cut out for them. They're going to pick up this Celeste, Finn, and Cruel. Noble Pro currently got the Vox and Lance, just currently looking to see what they want to pair with it.
Any last thoughts here, Blueberries, before we lock in?
Well, last thoughts here. Looking at the composition, Let's see. So, Cruel, I like that one on the side from Dino Smite and the Celeste as well. However, Vox comes out very, very strong together with Koshka, as we have seen in Europe. Lance, always strong. I like to build him, you know, weapon power tension bow in Blitz, you know, very highly aggressive. Probably we might see a little bit more tanky build here to protect those two guys, but we will see. Back to you, gentlemen. Have fun with this one.
Thank you very much. Game 2 of this round 64 game between Dino Smite and Noble Pro. Noble Pro currently in the lead on that red side. So for Dino Smite, they need to take this game, equalize the series here for court if they want to stay in the tournament.
Colbyman coming out with that fin, so they have crafted the comp around this fin. I'm not entirely too sure outside of from Hell's Heart how Shadows is going to play this one, but he has gone into a lot of attack speed. We'll have to see if he can weaken for a kill.
Oh, wow. Look at the combos coming out here for Dino Smite, but they don't find a kill straight off the bat. In fact, the fight's being turned around by Noble Pro. A 1-for-1 trade here, and they're going to have to back away as it looks like TNT feeling very comfortable on this Celeste, but forced a cord into Solar Storm, hitting practically everyone is some major damage.
Yeah, I think that's actually a really strong combo. They can go for something of a triple stun by the time that's all done, right? Kobe can bring him in, then he has himself the Quibble. On top of that, we have the stun coming out of Celeste into a Solar Storm, and then a Hell's Heart after that from Shadow. So, like, they can really CC train somebody down if they have the opportunity. Shadows needs to toughen up a bit.
Yeah, certainly will have to. And
oh, what a block.
Yeah, great block coming through as well. I feel like for Shadows, he's going to go down this weapon power focused route. Possibly needs to get a bit of defense, and you can start to see it being built up just so he can tank up the initial burst that's going to come out. I like the fact that Chrissy has gone weapon power Vox. Whilst Crystal Power is certainly viable in Blitz game mode because you start so late into the game, we just didn't see much success out of it, and you can currently see Chrissy with the wait for it in the corridor doing so much damage. But now he's in trouble. No, he's not. He's going to find the kill into this Cruel, despite the armor, not able to get away. And now Derek dives deep onto the Celeste. A double for Chrissy. He's looking for that triple. Will not find it. Gets taken away by the Lance. But 4-1 here for Noble Pro. A slower start to the game, but still confident.
Dino Smite just not on the same page. I mean, Shadow's going way too deep. TNT was almost like, hey guys, I'm just going to farm this turret. Yeah, okay, cool. It just was a huge miscommunication on that one. And because of it, they do get aced out. They lose out that turret. They're about to lose out this gold mine here as well. Shadows just can't get out of the shadows quick enough. But now, you know, a little bit of revenge here for Dino Smite. They get at least one.
Yeah, Shadows, though, however, will go down in the process. Chrissy never saying die. In fact, Chrissy wants TNT, trying to get into the range, and he's going to have Yasuo looking for the lockup, misses that impale, and that might just cause death. No, Chrissy survives long enough to find the kill before going down to polite company from Colbyman. And so it is trades back and forth, but currently trades completely favoring Noble Pro. 12-3, 2 minutes left, forecourt. Can Dino Smite do it?
It's going to be extremely hard. I feel like one slip up and they're done. As Jarok just jumps here on top of Shadows, could be it. Shadows already throwing down the stun, but the combo kind of there. But again, like, anybody dies here and you're done.
Yeah, and there's going to be blood here. Noble Pro looking for it. That route going to cause death for Shadows. They're looking for the kill on to Colbyman, and it's not long for this world. One more attack would do it. A double for Derek. That just means one more point will push Noble Pro into the round 32. TNT not going anywhere. And that is game 2 secured here for Noble Pro.
Again, I just have to really question Kroll's when it comes to this, especially Glass Cannon, no damage Kroll. Like, starting off with a breaking point into a Tornado Trigger, yeah, it's a lot of attack speed, right? But he didn't have the Aegis or the Metal Jacket for the first few engages. He finally actually got it there at the end, but didn't matter by then. Even going into a little bit more attack speed, like, he wasn't the front line to go with Colbyman. There wasn't enough defense there. And more importantly, there wasn't enough damage output for even, like, past a kill here.
And it seems to me, Blueberries, that NA, they're here to party. The 2-0 stomps coming through from two teams so far. In Europe, it was a little bit back and forth, but Man, Noble Pro and One Piece have put on a show for us.
Absolutely, they did, Dalsy, and Noble Pro here marching into tomorrow's round of 32 as well. That was already game number 2 out of 4. Just in the meantime, just trying to give you guys the best experience, just upping a little bit the volumes here and there. So hopefully now you can hear me better, and also the in-game should be on top right now. Let me know, give me some feedback, so we will have everything right for you. So the giveaway, got some questions in the chat there. So the giveaway we're having right now, gentlemen and ladies, it is those beautiful Elgato capture cards here. Last weekend was the European tournament, and there we have given away 3 already across Europe. That being said, if you did enter last weekend and you were from North America or some other region in the world, you will not be considered. This way is now the same. So it's the same level of, you know, how do we call that? Not letting people in, but it's fair. So now we have North America, and everyone in North America can win. If you enter from Europe, unfortunately, we are not allowed to pick. Same rules for everyone. So this is going to happen, as well as the ice giveaway. Check out the website. All information's there. We have the featured matches still coming up. Energy versus Ardent Esports. I think that one is going to be much closer here. Just from a feeling, I'm really excited here. Energy coming into the fold with this new organization. We can talk a little bit about their roster and so forth, as well as Ardent Esports, probably one of the oldest, if not the oldest organization or vainglory team, whatever they do, like streaming. They have a big community, so I'm really excited for this game. We will go on a quick break, round about, let me check the clock, 15 minutes. I will put round about 12 on the timer, and then we will see where we're going to end. So don't go anywhere, maybe just grab some drinks or snacks, and then we will see you at the next round.
Just like me. Yeah, you better know where you're going. Yeah, you better know where you're going. Yeah, you better know where you're going. Just like me. Yeah, you better know where you're going.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to VGL Blitz North America. Our next game is coming up, NRG versus Ardent Esports. Everyone is ready here in the party. I'm really excited about this game. Now it looks like both teams are equally high in their skill tier. Energy, but we'll see them at the Invitational Tournament on Sunday at the Lair live from San Mateo, California. You don't want to miss that on Twitch TV/Vainglory. They're going to start at 11 a.m. PST. So this is going to be really cool. Echo Fox is playing Rogue, Fnatic, I don't know, probably I missed one or two organizations. Misfits recently joins Miami Heats. This is going to be really, really great. So now they have a little bit of a warm-up here with the Blitz match against Ardent Esports. Once again, a very large organization here. Green Ranger, also a streamer. We got Late to Rest and Andrew playing for Ardent Esports. On the side of Energy, we got Gatsby, Chumbo 305, and Hardek. Hardek, former team made of the Cloud9 roster. So lots of experience here on the fold. Gentlemen, are you hyped? Dalsey, forecourt? Who do you guess is going to win this?
That's a hard question, man. We've got two great teams here, and the introduction of a premier esports organization in the form of Energy. If I had to make a prediction, I'd probably throw it over to Ardent personally, but hey, what do I know?
All right.
Yeah, what do you know?
That's a good question.
Forecourt, what do you think?
Well, I mean, ultimately it is a little bit harder to grasp, but Hardek and Gatsby, I mean, I've seen those guys grow as an organization. I've seen them play together. My money would be on them. Nothing against Green Ranger, he's a great guy, but the Hardek Gatsby combo is really good.
All right, Hardek Gatsby combo it is. From my end, I don't want to make a call on that. Of course, I want you two guys just put on the spot because you know, that's my job.
It.
Yeah, sure. You're very welcome. And here you see, you know, from the badge, you know, Ardent absolutely wins the 2 versus 1. I mean, they have 2 badges. Energy has 1 badge. So from this, from that point, you know, it's 1-0. But we will see. We're on the fold, and with that, you know, Dalsey forecourt, take it away, guys.
Expert analysis there from Blueberries, using the Ice supporter badge to dictate who would win this, and as you can tell, Ardent just so superior in their Ice purchases for court, means they're going to win this game. They've got all the skins.
Yeah, you got a skin to win, but we also got a Finn here, so like Finn is going to win, and well, we'll have to see what Glaive can do because they're going to try to spin to win, but Gatsby coming down low, and well, he's already out here, Dowsy.
Wow, what great combinations. Just couldn't get a break there. Laid to rest the afterburn, and then, of course, it was Green Ranger pulling them in just to get it. So 1 kill immediately over to Ardent. Now they're looking to try and gain position of the map, maybe get another one.
Yeah, it's just hero ping pong going back and forth there. It feels kind of bad when you're the ping pong ball, but it's great when you're the paddles. And Ardent, they're not done yet. They're looking for Hardek.
Yeah, absolutely looking for Hardek. Will they find him is the question. He has to go all the way around this wall, and it's not going to be successful. Hardek not having a great time. 2-0 immediately here for Ardent. Maybe I know something for court. They've started this game off really well.
Yeah, they've definitely taken home the 2 kills so far. The Crystal versus the Crystal Glaive on both sides. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Laid to Rest is more of a Vegeta hands, and on hit. He's just looking for that supreme burst. And just like Green Ranger kind of follow that one up, but they're up against the wall.
Yeah, and this time it's looking good for Energy. They're looking to try and lay down the damage. Laid to Rest in trouble. Green Ranger gonna get bursted. It's 2 kills immediately, just leaving Andrew left to try and get one in return, and it's not gonna happen. With 3 kills, Energy take the lead here, 3-2. Hardek going to look to try and secure another 3 points in the form of this turret.
Yeah, it's up in the air. I'm pretty sure they're going to pick it up, but Laid to Rest, he's going to try to just take a chunk out of Hardek, and unfortunately, he's just not able to get it. Chombo, however, is not going to be the next target. Green Ranger, that weapon, he's looking for the crit, but he doesn't have 100% Dowsy. They ended up forfeiting both. Likely Ardent now to push. And so, well, if Ardent's going to take these points, that'll put them in the lead.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're looking for Gatsby as well as for the turret. They can get both, and that's huge stuff for Ardent, and they do. That makes it 8-6, 2 points in the lead, and we're at the halfway point.
Ardent just kind of throwing out that ion cannon by the end of it. Green Ranger saying nope, just gonna piece on out of there. A few boots now to come in. We have more infusions. We need to get more infusions here from Energy. It feels it's really just Chombo kind of rocking it with that crystal, and he's the captain role. You're not really depending on him for that damage, but a little bit of crystal goes a long way for his impale. Problem is we just don't have kind of the build up here. Like Hardik has 2,000 gold to go spend. Gatsby's now accruing like a madman, but they have not picked up those infusions.
And right, this is a Blitz tournament, so let's not put too much and read too much into it. But this is the first time we're seeing Energy on the stage here. And I guess Blitz tournament is kind of an indication of their team fighting ability, possibly. It's hard to really read too much. Currently, Ardent seem pretty strong, and they seem to have fairly good understanding of the way you want to play this mid-stage of the game that Blitz forces you into. But Energy aren't done yet. They want this, and that's a big miss from Andrew. Doesn't matter. Ardent and Energy just going to dive straight in, and they're looking for the fight here. They've got one. That's Green Ranger already down for the count. The Crystal Miner being focused up, but maybe an overreach here by Energy. Gatsby goes down, does get traded though, as Hardik able to find the return kill. Just leaves Andrew to try and keep this Crystal Miner alive. An Eon Cannon coming, but it doesn't hit anyone. It doesn't matter, hit Green Ranger. He's going to start doing a lot of damage. Tombo has to get in on out. Oh, I thought that was going to be a route onto Green Ranger, but he's able to take down that tree and just in time. It does mean, however, that Energy are able to escape with their lives.
So the Crystal Miner came out huge right there. Just so much stalls, so much damage kind of just being thrown into the wind there. Andrew able to just tank it all out. He's full on defensive. You're not going to kill this Finn anytime soon. He just threw out that forced accord looking for Gatsby, but he came up empty. We got 25 seconds left, Alzi. This is huge for the Gold Miner.
Yeah, and who will secure it? It will be Ardent here to push their lead even further. Makes Energy's life so much harder. With 15 seconds left, a kill onto Green Ranger is certainly going to help. They need Andrew, and then they need an objective. Need to hightail it towards the Crystal Miner. Andrew gonna fall. 5 seconds left. 2 points necessary for Energy to take the lead. And it's not going to happen. First game goes in favor of Ardent, but what a slugfest it was. The closest game we've seen so far.
Both glaives going back and forth. I mean, they had a 4-second cooldown on their afterburns. It was just afterburns. But the problem is, like, they wasted so much time. Energy just spent so much time on top of the Finn, on top of that Crystal Miner. They got nothing out of that. They could have been pushing lane. They could have reset. They could have gone for the Gold Miner early. Instead, I feel like they wasted, 30 seconds plus just kind of mingling about with Andrew there, and it cost him in the end.
They certainly did. Blueberries. We've seen Glaive come out every series so far. Seems to be fairly hot here in NA.
Yeah, especially I think not only in Blitz but also in general ranked games. I think this is a pretty hot pick right now. Hands down, I'm not 100% familiar with the meta, but this is just what I see from some statistics here and there since the API, and there are some websites going on, so I'm checking those out frequently. Yeah, Glaive here in game one. On both sides, we saw kind of different builds. However, two of them, both using the Aftershock. And yeah, the eye supported badge showed its power here on the fold, I'd say. And for Energy, the back against the wall. We have an update later with some other major organizations. I think some of them were also defeated. It was kind of interesting what's going on there, but I will check onto that and then prepare something after the next game. We have this series continuing, and then we have our fourth featured series coming here on VGL Blitz North America. Once again, make sure to participate in the giveaway. Quickly showing that one here to you guys, and that is absolutely something you should try to get. Capture card looking very sleek and nice, the HD60S, and yeah, we are basically ready for game number 2, and I'm going to make a short story out of that. The teams have been swapped. Going to start the game, and then, gentlemen, you take it away.
Thank you very much, Blueberries. And for Energy, whilst they were fairly close to getting back into that game forecourt, they weren't quite there. Now that we have this second draft, the teams can no longer pick the heroes that they picked in the previous game. I'm really interested to see what Energy change up.
So Energy, man, more and more Krolls coming to bear, it seems here. So Energy is going to try their hand at a Heartache on Scarf. That is one of his signature heroes. Chombo going to be coming in with that Finn. But on the flip, we have ourselves what looks to be a weapon jewel. Crystal Taka and Andrew, they're going to be on that Lance. And I don't think we saw a ton of Taka in our previous Blitz tournament.
No, we did a little quiz in chat during the break. Between this series and the previous, and Taka was only played once on our featured stream in EU, so already NA have doubled it in a short period that we've been witnessing the NA tournament. So we'll have to see how this Crystal Taka works for later rest.
So as they come back into it, it is going to be that weapon here in here with riding that Yeti. It's going to look super cool, guys. Some good times. But with that weapon, like, you're not really focusing on the big blue button or the big red button in this case. You are just kind of going back and forth, and you're going to make it rain. It's going to be thunder strikes for days.
Absolutely. We have to keep an eye on Green Ranger and how much damage they're able to output during the fight. This is Blitz, guys! The new, fun, fast-paced game mode. Everyone spawns at 6,000 gold, level 9, and it's first to 15 points, or the highest score at 5 minutes. And we're going to get our first fight of the game started. Energy hungry to try and lay down the tempo. And here comes Scarf doing all the damage, but it's Gaspy who's going to get that first blood onto Green Ranger. Now Energy splitting Ardent up, looking to try and get more for their buck. They're not going to find a kill here forecourt, but they might just get this Crystal Miner.
Yeah, first kill going over to Energy, and a Crystal Miner would be pretty big. That'd be 4 points, but Heartache, he's pushing in hard. He's about to be visited by the Stealth Fairy as Laid to Rest is there, and Andrew and he, like, they're just making short work of the little dragon.
It's not much you can do when you're laid to rest, but... sorry, not laid to rest. It's Heartache on the Scarf. Man, I've just suddenly died. My voice just disappeared. It doesn't matter, though, because we got the great action coming through. Unfortunately, Heartache does fall, but Energy are able to secure that Crystal Mine. It means another 3 points in the bag, pushes them to a 3-point advantage. Gaspy has to be a little bit careful walking straight into Andrew like that, but feeling fairly comfortable that Ardent wouldn't want that fight.
Ultimately, though, Ardent wasn't able to pressure out the turret, so, I mean, that kill, not the biggest of deals. Gold Miner coming in, Hell's Heart is out, but very lack of a follow-up.
Yeah, and it's going to be Green Ranger once more in trouble here, does fall down. And the kill going Gaspy's way. He's going deep. Andrew next to go. Goop slowing him down. Nowhere you can run from the Dragon's Breath. Maybe he can. Gaspy gonna have to try and smite him down. Later, S gonna go in. Gaspy currently is impressive, 3-0-0. He's looking for his 4th onto Later S. As long as Chombo doesn't steal it away, that Polite Company going to take his Taka out of stealth. And in fact, some quick moves does get him out. Heals from that treant means he might be likely to go back in. And wow, Heartache just not having a fun time. Green Ranger comes in. You can see that weapon power jewel doing its work here. Gaspy trying to return the kill as he charges on forward, but not to be. Currently, Ardent are getting returned kills here forecourt, but the objectives are what matter the most.
Yeah, 3 points apiece, and you got less than 2 minutes left ticking here into this match. Lots of weapon power has been collected. Green Ranger looking for the double crit. He's, well, crit and a half at this point. Laid to Rest is actually starting to look a little bit scarier. He did survive out that last fight. He was able to help get at least 1 kill, and now it's just going to come down. Will they actually be able to clear out and get the points, or will this go the way of Energy?
Yeah, a minute and a half left in this game mode. And Energy currently just charging on forward. Lateras trying his best to dive in, do the deeps. And Andrew just going to be left behind. Oh, great force to core. Chombo pulls Lateras back into the fight. And he will go down to Gaspy's 4-0 Cruel. Gold Miner the next target here for Energy. Ardent just seem lost to this explosive concept composition that Energy have drafted.
All right, Gaspy's just trying to weaken up that gold miner. Turret is destroyed. Hardic able to pick that one up. A Green Ranger has just been starting to throw down those hammers. He jumps and he takes the gold miner, Dowsy.
And he's looking to take more here as well as Chombo goes extremely low. The backup for Ardent comes in, not quick enough to keep Green Ranger alive, but they will look for Gaspy nonetheless, and there's not much he can do on this cruel 8 to 12. Energy able to bring this one back into close, but 30 seconds left. They're going to need those 4 points to equalize the score.
And with 20 seconds left and counting, like they couldn't rush down this turret. They weren't able to pressure it down. Hardic's now here for the defense. Like somehow if Energy gets wiped right now and they take down the turret, it's the only way for them to lose.
Yeah, and that's another point going Energy's way. A double kill, make that a triple to finish it off. Hardic able to just get himself everything. 5 seconds, as you say, left in that game. And Energy going to equalize the series. It's our first third game, Blueberries.
Yes. First, third game, that is looking good. You know, I like third games, especially when it comes down like this. Energy here actually, let's take a look at the items. Much stronger appearance. Gaspy here with the highly aggressive Cruel, and Hardic, yeah, that worked out on the Scarf. So, yes, I like that. Dalsey, forecourt. So, you know, I mean, I don't want to put you again on a spot, but of course, you know, Energy, Ardent is, you know, both, at least the players, you know, the new organization, the other one with a little bit more historic background in terms of the name. Who's going to make it? Who's going to drop out?
My feeling is I'm still kind of in Hardic's corner. Hardic and Gaspy, the great Gaspy, like he rose to such fame. Now he's here with Hardic for Energy, and Energy has a big pickup coming in. I'm not changing my vote.
All right, Darcy, do you change yours?
Well, if Forecourt's not going to back down, neither will I. I have to stick with Ardent. You know, I may be new to this vainglory shenanigans, but predicting the first game correctly gives me a little bit of confidence that Ardent are going to come back in with a similar OP composition and just wipe Energy out.
All right. So we are ready for game number 3. It is, ladies and gentlemen. So let's jump into that one straight away. See who is going to make it into the round of 32, which is going to be played tomorrow. Dalsey and Forecourt with game number 3.
And so we get into the draft once more here, guys. And for both these teams, 6 heroes that can no longer be picked, as you cannot play the same hero twice. Energy quick to draft here for Court, and Adagio, Lyra, and Black Feather. And over on Ardent's camp, they picked up Ringo, they picked up Petal. We're just waiting on Andrew's pickup.
All right, so Ardent coming in. He's a very solid pick when it comes to this kind of game mode. He doesn't have any energy that he really has to worry about. Lots of uppercuts, and the Vanguards can really just save your life. But Bug Petal, I'm a little more on the fence about how effective that will be, especially up against a double heal comp with a melee dive.
Yeah, and Black Feather was quite a fun hero to watch in the EU tournament. Had fairly good results for himself as well, fairly influential in the games that he played, but and then again he also lost the similar amounts. So it really is on Hardic to go ham on Black Feather if he wants it to win. A little bit concerned about Lyra. We did see a little bit of Lyra in Europe, but wasn't as successful as you may hope. The double heal composition for Energy, it's a little bit outdated, but maybe it's just enough in Blitz, and Gaspy doing so much damage straight off the bat.
Yeah, you're going to be looking at Adagio here, not in the captain role. It's going to be up to Lyra there. And Lyra stacking health for more heals, let alone the fact that more health is going to be harder to kill. It will go a long way, especially so with Gaspy buffing himself and Hardic jumping in. There's a lot of damage here on this team.
Yeah, the gauntlet has been set, but Hardic is not in it. Means he can go straight onto laid to rest and immediately take that Petal out of the fight. Hardic, though, goes a little bit deep. The Crystal Miner doing deeps as well. Verse of Judgment bursts Green Ranger straight out of the fight. And now just Andrew left alive here. We did see Petal only once in the EU tournament. She did not have success. Remember, Blitz is all about those mid to late game team fights. This Crystal Miner is going solo. They will just focus it down. Energy here, take it away. 5 points to them as Ardent is the sacrificial lamb. And now Energy has to escape to make sure that they don't add to the kill counter for Ardent.
Gatsby turns around and says, "What, you chasing me, Pedo? You chasing me?" Well, yeah, now everybody's chasing. 2 sacrificial lambs to the name. But Chombo did get out, and with the Crystal Miner down, it's now sitting at 5-2. We are going, I feel like this is the correct build for the pedal, but again, I have to really wonder how effective this will be. You've already seen Hardek's execution on this Black Feather. Now he sees this Gold Miner being taken.
Yeah, but he steals it
And he
away,
steals it.
so it doesn't matter. Energy taking those points, 8-2, increasing their lead at this 2:13-minute mark, and they're chasing Laid to Rest down. Nowhere for this pedal to go, but turn and fight, and the Vanguard to try and give that extra distance. Not enough. Gatsby secures the kill. Andrew to 4 as well. Not much he can do. The slows ever present from Energy, and Hardek will secure that fight. Green Ranger does escape, only to watch his team fall around him. 10-2 at this halfway point.
Yeah, and a little bit of pressure has been mounted up. Gatsby's just going to come in here, ult everything, because time is of the essence. Look at what Hardek was doing off to the side here as well. Picks up that next kill. Now with all 3 teammates here, they're just going to turn around, and Petal is just going to be hurting after this one. Here comes Andrew to help out, but again, the sustain with the double heals is just way too much for Ardent to deal with.
Good gauntlet placement, but it doesn't matter, because they just take the fight nonetheless. They get the kill and the turret, and it makes it 15 at 3 minutes. A very fast game for Energy, despite the fact that both games were so slow in warming up. Energy, they figured it out here. They take the Blitz type style of composition, and they win themselves this series.
Worked out great for them. Again, double heals and somebody as slippery as a Black Feather Dowsy. It's too much. It's a great super comp.
Blueberries, I feel like without knowing compositions, I can't make great predictions. That's my excuse. If I saw that pedal, I would have been on Energy's side. But hey, Energy make it through. We say goodbye to Ardent.
Yes, we do. Unfortunately, I mean, one team has to, bite the dust here. Here it is Ardent Esports. So congratulations to Energy, moving on to the round of 32, which are being played tomorrow, and we got one more featured game coming up. This round is going to start in 8 minutes. It's group number D, and yeah, let's take a look. Which match are we going to show? It is Rebels versus Z Fighters. Both Z Fighters, I can't kind of recall the name. It's not the first time I saw it or I see it. Rebels, I don't know. We will take a look at the roster. We will go on a break, and before we do so, first of all, the reminder, go to the giveaway. It is vaingloryleague.com/blitz-giveaway. That will bring you to the website where you can use multiple ways to enter: social media, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, whatever you would like to increase your chances. It's not mandatory. And yeah, we will actually announce the winners on Monday, latest probably Sunday, and post the winners on social media, and then send out the beautiful custom printed HD60S immediately. So yeah, don't go anywhere. Couple of minutes breaks before we start with round number 4 of the featured games. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. VGL Blitz North America it is, and we're here with the last featured match, Rebels versus Z Fighters. As said in at the beginning of the stream, 64 teams registered for this tournament. Actually, over 100 did register. We had a check-in process, so the first teams could get their spot by checking in, and then we just got all the other teams in by the time they did register for this tournament. So actually, really cool that many teams appreciate this tournament with the new Blitz mode, which is still in early development stages. So we got Rebels versus Z Fighters up. Everyone is ready. I don't want to wait for too long because I'm hyped for this game together with Forecourt Jester and Dowsey, who are going to call the shots on this one. Quick question here before we talk about the lock-ins, which we can see right now. You know, what I want to ask you, Forecourt, you have casted together with Dowsey last week and Europe. Is there anything particular you can already point out what you see as the main difference here in terms of picks or playstyle? Is it more lane oriented, more jungle, more objectives, or even the hero picks?
Well, yeah, in a word coming into it, it's definitely the way that we're building. We saw towards the end of the Europe a lot of focus more on the jungle, things like solo crystal miners, solo gold miners, a lot of storm guards and a lot of storm crowns. Not really so in NA. These guys just want to beat each other up.
Alright, a little bit more action here on the field, and with this, going to hand it over to you and the beautiful Dowsey over at the island of the United Kingdom. Take it away, gentlemen.
There you go. What an introduction. They're beautiful. And my full address, guys, don't visit me. No, I'm joking. It is, of course, the Rebels here versus the Z Fighters, looking to secure their position deeper into this tournament. Rebels on your blue and Z Fighters on the red. It is a Fortress Petal Ringo for Z Fighters versus Gwen, Blackfeather, and Ringo. Very interesting compositions here, Forecourt.
And looking at BTK line 1334, I can't even glean anything out of that. He actually has himself that storm crown, so I'd want to see him out in that jungle. But with Fortress throwing down the puppies, there's at least an attempt at a kill. I just don't think it was very well executed.
Definitely not. And we saw a lot of Fortress in Europe, usually paired with another double melee. Very unusual to see Petal and Ringo combined with Fortress. Seems a little lacking as far as efficiency is concerned to really make that Fortress pick worthwhile. But some more treads going to be secured here for King Reese, so maybe Z Fighters can get into the fight real quick.
So much attack speed coming down for that Ringo, who is weapon. We are actually lacking a captain here for the Rebels, and that's not stopping them from going in, but it will stop them from living.
Yep, it is going to do so. Was that a fountain on Ringo? No, I'm going crazy here. It certainly wasn't. It was King Reese's fountain going out. So 2 kills secured for Z Fighters. They're looking for that gold miner to make it 5 points on the scoreboard. We're at 2 minutes 10 already. It's been a very slow-paced game.
Yeah, compared to some of the few, you can see that these teams both just trying to feel each other out. But I mean, as soon as Jimine here just kind of went straight in, he went down like a sack of potatoes, my friend, because he has no real sturdiness to him, right? He doesn't have a double heals behind him. There's no captain role. There's no crucible, no fountain here for the team. They're just going straight damage like it's a battle royale, and it hasn't paid out like at all.
Yeah, I would question Z Fighter's composition a little bit based on how everyone works together, but there's no need to because of the fact that Rebels have just completely forgotten that the captain role exists in the game, and from our experience of the European tournament, it was so vital to winning these team fights. We'll have to see if they can do better as they go straight on to Nate. That ace is high, hits King Nutty. They're trying to do the damage. A kill goes back and forth, 1 for 1, but King Nutty going to turn on to this Blackfeather, blow him up with them seeds. King Reese keeping on Thunder Assassin's butt side, and it looks like he's going to be down for the count as Skedaddle to try and get away. They're going to respect Crystal Miner's damage, and now another 2-1 going over to the Z Fighters.
Wait, I heard that right. I mean, Dowsey, you said Thunder Assassin's butt side.
I did. I was going to say something else, but it just didn't come out, and it probably wouldn't be appropriate anyway.
King Reese is just going to be sitting here. They have no idea that Thunder is right there tanking out Mercs, but at the same time, Nate just kind of throws down the Hellfire Brew and says, you know, saw it off here for a little bit. Thunder's going to go all the way home. 7-1 with just over a minute left to go here, guys. We had such great start here from Z Fighters. They had those infusions. They've spent out their money, and now all they have to do is hold steady for another 60 seconds. They are going to take this game, but again, very low kill counts across the board.
Yeah, it's a little bit confusing, as we've seen such explosive games so far. But Rebels need something, and they're going to dive straight in for it. Not looking good for them, as Thunder Assassin is just getting bursted by Petal. Will get traded back, but this Black Feather did get taken down. And Nate lives, as you say, means that once more, the Z Fighters come out trumps. 9-2, 30 seconds left. They're going for this kill on Ringo, but BTK able to secure it for his team. Looking to join the Gold Miner in, beating up this fortress. In fact, wants to go for the Gold Miner, needs to secure those points, make it 6, and King Reese not able to steal it away. 10 seconds left, 3 points needed here for Rebels. A turret would do it, so they're going to dive straight onto it, looking for it, but they give up a kill in the process. Make that 2 kills coming forward. Time is expired, 10-6 here. And a cheeky kill to finish it off. Z Fighters take the first game in our series.
I confess, I kind of just wrote that off with 10 seconds left to make up that point difference, but the Gold Miner went down, and I thought for a minute they might actually be able to tie it up, but then they lost their lives. And again, Z Fighters had a good start. They kind of played everything as they needed to. They had that captain, they had the survivability, and they went with level 9 infusions. That's something we didn't see there from the Rebels, so they're going to have to try to, you know, fix those mistakes. Game 2 coming in, they need a little bit more oomph to them, but they also need somebody survivable to take the lead here.
Yeah, actually a really good game here, and I totally have to agree, you know, that difference, they were really aggressive here, the Rebels. I mean, you have to be, if you look at the countdown timer and you're like, guys, we have 10 seconds, we need to go in. Really would have liked to see here the turret fall, and then the overtime, probably just another second or 2 until the next kill would about to be come in. But yeah, GG. First of all, Z Fighters here taking the first game, and yeah, that is actually really good looking. However, the Gwen double Shatterglass, just to finish that thought up here, it didn't work out that much. I think there was kind of a little nerf in the past patch for Gwen and the CP power. I'm not 100% sure about that. Correct. Yeah, and yeah, probably one of the issues, but overall it was a hefty aggressive composition here by Rebels. Yeah, good game on both sides. Let me quickly set up the other game.
Having a little bit like of a crystal cannon with the Gwen will only work if you have the peel for. Like, if they had a Finn, for example, who has stuns and shields and dragbacks, right, to keep people off that Gwen, it might have worked out a lot better. But we didn't have that front line for Rebels to kind of play around. So Jimenez going one way, BTK just kind of trying to fight off on the other. Kind of let Thunder Assassin do his own devices.
Certainly did. And moving into this next draft here, I really want to see Rebels change things up, maybe a little bit more standard. But saying that, they go for the Ardent Finn and a Kestrel. Maybe this is that full CP Ardent we saw from Europe that just blows people up with his gauntlet.
If you guys weren't here last round, as I brutally cut off blueberries, the very first game we had this Ardent that went full CP, and then we just dragged people through it for 1,000+ damage a take. It was fantastic. Yeah,
right.
It was a good time, Dowsy, but will it show its face? We didn't get to see like a repeat. It was just like that one first game special, and then just nothing happened.
Looking at the purchases, it is going to be it. You can see already lots of CP coming out for
Echo?
BTK line. Yeah, it is going to be Shatterglass Echo, so double gauntlets coming down. We didn't talk about the composition for the Z Fighters. Kestrel, Adagio, Catherine. Oh dear. Let's see if they can pull a win out with this Catherine.
Yeah, we had some pretty low win rates overall in EU for Samuel, for Catherine. They just did not really perform as they needed to. But I'm kind of excited. If we see this gauntlet goes down, it hits anybody, it's going to hit for massive damage. And then Jimine there could just kind of thread them right through it again to double, maybe even triple down on your damage, depending on how far you can throw them down. So do we have a Crucible? We do. King Nutty has that at the ready. It's going to be very important.
Absolutely. And people are going to have to build some reflex blocks for themselves, and you can see that they have already invested into it. Well, almost everyone. King Risa is currently lacking as this fight game once more going to start off slowly, but Rebels, they have positional advantage of the lane. King Nutty doesn't care, going to run straight on in, puts up that shield, going to get some stacks from the silence as well as it comes down. Rebels need a win here to stay in the tournament, and so they're going to be looking to make sure that every fight counts.
But so far, no fight has actually come through. We're almost at the 2-minute mark, and it's still 0-0. A little bit of posturing here and there, but it's mostly just lane pressure now mounting here for Rebels. Coming in, though, Z-Fighters could be pretty bad here for them.
Oh, and that's a strange gauntlet coming out. Doesn't connect with anyone. The one-shot, one-kill, though, will. And it will be King Nutty securing the kill for his team. BTK going to get stunned on up. Nate able to glimmer shot that Ardent to death. And 2-0 already for Z-Fighters here at the 2-minute mark. Rebels, they looked patient to begin with, but maybe a little bit overzealous as they engaged that fight.
It really did feel like just kind of going straight into the face checks. Like, oh, they're all here. Then gauntlet away. It's like, oh. All right, yeah, and Ben's going down. It's going to go to Jim since he does have built up a little bit of that crystal. Reese, however, they got to use those fountains here.
I love the Forced Accord to secure that gold miner. Twitch it over. King Reese, though, looking very low, but he's able to stay alive. The healing comes through, and it all gets turned around as Nate gets a triple kill onto this Kestrel. The weapon how Kestrel's coming out in full force here in NA. Now they're going to go straight onto this Crystal Miner, look for another 3 points. BTK line trying to get in there. No gauntlet though available. King Reese gets taken on down. King Nutty the next target as Nate going to just stealth camo out. One shot, one kill. Into the shield of the Catherine means the damage isn't too much for them. But a Forced Accord going to lock King Nutty up. They get 2 kills back for themselves. Unfortunately, though, the Crystal Miner did go down. So it is 5-8 here in advantage of Z-Fighters.
Yeah, but the positioning is good here to pick up this gold mine. Nate is going to just try his best, but with that weapon, like, he needs to really just pierce through, and he can't do it. That's just a very big fin in front of him. And a little bit of stealth there from Nate. That's actually going to be the gauntlet to go down. PTK really trying to make sure that the team lived through it, but now they're the ones actually in a bad position, especially BTK right there. That's going to be a stun. Wow, he caught him at the edge.
Had the Echo up, used it to replenish his ultimate, and so it will be up when he respawns in just 3 seconds. But that 1 kill, important. A minute left here for court, and Z-Fighters take the lead.
This is just a really big moment, especially coming into this one here for Z-Fighters, because they could actually take this 2-0. If we get a good combo, though, with Jim and with BTK, it could easily go their way.
Yep, they're looking for the fight here, and they need to get that gauntlet in the right position, but once more, he misses it. BTK not able to do it. A Forced Accord, though, it pulls 2 straight into the walls, and that's the burst we were talking about. Oh, it's all getting turned around as the 1-shot, 1-kill straight into King Nutty, face-checking that one up, and Jim is going to stay alive. Nate not able to secure the kill. 15 seconds left, a point advantage here for Rebels. Nate being desperately looking for the kill, but just gets shut down and gives it on over. Rebels going to take that game 2 and take us to a 3rd game here for this final series of tonight.
Oh, feels bad, man, from Nate. Just needed 1 more crit. Couldn't get it. Only had 1 monocle instead. He actually went into the Sorrow Blade, the Tyrants, and the Breaking Point. If he had actually, like, skipped maybe the Breaking Point or the Sorrow, had the double crit, might have made the difference. But that game was so close. Like, that was the game that we've been looking for all night.
Absolutely, I totally agree. Those are the matches which are so good, and this is actually what makes, you know, Blitz so unique, that exactly those scenarios can happen. And I mean, that guy Nate 4, he was so close in like 1v2ing them. Like the crits were intense like crazy. Wow, what a game. I'm really excited here for game number 3.
And unfortunately for the Z Fighters, they do continue the streak of Catherine losing out her matchups here. You would think that because Blitz is a game mode where you get propelled straight into a mid-game / late-game scenario, that Catherine would will succeed, since that's where she usually does. But as a stacking hero, I feel like she just doesn't get enough time to build up those defenses, and now she's dropped under the 30%, 28% win rate at so many games played, 14 on our featured streams. Just stop picking Catherine, right?
Alright, we got a double lance here. This is going to be really exciting. Let's take a look at how they gonna build and utilize that one here with the composition. Game number 3 of the last featured matchup of tonight, together with Dowsey and Forecourt Jester.
I gotta say, Dowsey, we've seen a lot of Glaive tonight. I think Glaive seems to be shaping up more of an NA special, at least here into the Blitz. We've seen Weapon, we've seen On Hit, we've seen the Crystal, but with a Lance Glaive, a combo to be followed up here by that Celeste, I mean, that is peel for days right there. You can't quite get the same with that Sky on the other hand, but I feel like, especially since it's going to be Weapon Sky, the double weapon between Sky and Vox, they might be able to just delete a Glaive if he gets too far in.
That's the aim, I think, here for Court, is if you can't get away from it, delete it before it does too much damage. But Nate went so huge in the previous game for Z Fighters, despite the loss coming through. I guess that one Gauntlet and Forced Accord combo was enough to really win the game for Rebels. And with a huge front line, if Nate can just continue to harass so much damage with those Helo Genocide, then it'll be pretty good here for Z Fighters.
All right, so a little bit more of a slower pace here to the beginning of all things. No infusions actually on either side. No, nobody actually carrying any of them at all. Not quite going for On Hit here from this Glaive. Does actually pick up into that Sora Blade. There's our first infusion picked up there from Nate 4. Now just trying to get into that level 12 situation. But last round we had kind of some pretty one-sided lane pressure coming through. Neither side really letting up this round.
Yeah, and we'll have to see who is able to get that first kill, because in this series it is the battle of the 2-minute mark when things start to really kick off. Z Fighters currently playing so far back in the lane, trying to bait, I guess, Rebel, stepping forward just a little bit into this front line that they have drafted.
Yeah, King Reese picking up that banner. We don't quite have the same. Thunder Assassin has a Crystal, has a Shatter Glass. We'll have to see if that works.
And it is the fight. Z Fighters going in here through the failed engage, but a huge death from above doing constant damage is not enough to keep BTK line alive. A double kill comes through here for the Z Fighters. 2-0 at 2 minutes. It's almost like it is deja vu. And the gold mine is straight after. These guys have a game plan and they're rinsing and repeating. 5-0 for Z Fighters.
It's kind of strange, you know, all throughout the tournaments, we've been seeing a lot of teams pick up, you know, a pretty dedicated captain slot, but these two teams have not really been very captain-y at all. A little bit more off suits coming through, like Thunder Assassin. Yeah, he picks up that fountain. He has himself not a Crucible, but a Shatter Glass. He's still kind of like, it's kind of strange how both teams just all of a sudden at once not picking up dedicated captains.
And you're speaking about how the itemization in the captain role is a little bit strange. Look at Z Fighters. They recognize that it's a double weapon power comp that they're going against, and both instantly purchase armor on King Reese's King Nutty as well. So it's going to make life so much harder for the Rebels here, as their damage is just not going to do as much as they would hope for. And with the overstep possibly coming through, it is going to be Z Fighters looking for a chance. Death from above slowing everyone around, but but it's Rebels who are currently looking for the damage. A Solar Storm goes through, but it doesn't quite connect on the right targets. Means Rebels can continue the harassment. Have to be careful. Nate doing deeps, doing work, but it's not enough. It's going to be the kills. King Reese to clean it up. Crystal Miner gets the assist as well. The Lance on Lance, and Gold Miner helping on out, but Thunder Assassin considers himself the superior Lance. 3-7 now in favor of Z Fighters. Trades like that are only going to push Z Fighters closer to victory.
Oh, so close to call. The Gold Miner coming in huge on the assist. I think at least 4 people have taken hits from that throughout the whole thing, but so very close. Like game of centimeters on that one. Going back and forth. Nate 4, if he had gotten off one more Helio on top of himself, would have actually got a nice double kill for his trouble. But now he has some armor there as well, and with less than a minute in, armor is the name of the game here for Z Fighters.
Yeah, and they're just going to continue stacking it, looking to get one more fight in. King Nutty going in, the Solar Storm onto all 3, and this Vox so low, but the death from above going to keep him alive. Not for long though, as BTK gets a little bit too close to the fire. King Reese just hitting impale after impale. 30 seconds, a 5-point advantage, and nothing Rebels can do to claw themselves back into the game.
Yeah, it's just mathematically not possible anymore. I mean, Thunder Assassin with that Shatter Glass is not going to be near enough to bring down the Gold Miner. Nobody's even knocking on the turret's door at this point. In 10 seconds to go, you need 5 points, and nothing kind of brewing there in the oven. It's going to be GG. Z Fighters, you know, they itemized well. They saw their opportunities. Those Solar Storms, so on point. It's just, I don't think that we missed a single one of those, Dowsy, and they just did massive damage across the board.
Apart from that one at the end to try and steal away the Gold Miner, Nate just consistently showing up there. I love that photo style finish as King Reese going in to try and steal away the Gold Miner. Did in fact go over to Rebels, but it was after the clock had finished, so no points gained there. And Z Fighters secure their victory 2-1 against Rebels. What a great set of games we've had tonight, Blueberries.
Well, yeah, that was really nice. Good best of 3 series here. Z Fighters versus Rebels here, going into a 3rd game. And yeah, with that one back to me, and that was a nice series here. It's the round of 64. Everyone was shuffled 100% randomly into the bracket, so there was no seeding in terms of elo or skill based or whatsoever. That being said, matches in round number 1 can be super even, they can be super unbalanced. Also very interesting thing in contrary to the Challenger series, which are seeded based on the elo of the top 3 players of the in-game team. So a little bit more random here with a nice prize pool. So I hope that you guys did enjoy those 4 matchups we showed you. We will continue tomorrow with the round of 32, and the round of 16 we will again feature 4 matchups. We will publish those beforehand on social media, so make sure to check out Vainglory League on Twitter most likely. And yeah, let's take a look what we have seen today. One Piece 101 versus Lethal Instinct, Dino Smite versus Noble Pro, Energy versus Ardent Esports, also in a 3rd game here, very exciting matchup, and Rebels versus Z Fighters most recently. That was it for now. If you are interested in the whole outcome and the whole statistics of those matches, make sure to go to vaingloryleague.com. You see on the top menu bar tournaments, and you can go to VGL Blitz NA, and there you will actually get all of the scores from the teams. Matches are scheduled for tomorrow. We are down 50% here right now, and yeah, it was a great show. Thank you very much, Dowse and Forecourt Jester, for joining me. We will be there, the 3 of us, tomorrow, while our good guy Excoundrel is over there to the east in Poland, in Katowice. So if you want to follow him, make sure to check out his Twitter. I think he's doing some very cool stuff in terms of casting. So yeah, everyone is spread out here across the globe, and yeah, we're here in Germany. It's pretty early in the morning. We will continue tomorrow as said. Make sure to check out the giveaway once again. It will continue throughout the course of this weekend. 3 Elgato HD60S will be given away to lucky winners here in North America, and ice will be given as well. 10,000 it is. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see each other tomorrow, same time again. It is going to start at 6 p.m. PST for featured matches. And yeah, make sure to tune in, check out the Blitz tournament then, and thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.